so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror. Thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I think.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the set. Good. 52. You're ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2 yards to go, second down.
The 35-yard line.
Down. Check.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down short. At the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now they'll audible to something else. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
52 blaster. 22 needle.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut.
A run straight ahead with Achane. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First down.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Achane will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Rig. 77. Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through 1, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watching, hot 70, hot 70.
They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one. Away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. And Charles, one of the big stories of the week, the man on the sideline seeking his 2nd Super Bowl title, although he's had to overcome a lot of adversity to get here.
Oh, come on, partner. Do we have to talk about the adversity? I know. We do. Because that's what defines an NFL coach, a team, a player. Did you get to the big game, and did you win? And he's had a lot of losses here. But the flip side is he knows how to get his team to the Super Bowl. He's actually won it before, seeking another one. He's trying to rely on what he did in the past to win that one Super Bowl, to bring that one into his preparation and into their execution in this one.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now that, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The screen pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Fight, 97. Set, hut.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll dump this off to Achane. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Smith, red. Ready?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready.
Up the middle, Achane. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this will wind up the Saints' first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
44-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Go on the right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 13
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Drill, 52. Ready. Watch out, black 33. Yellow. Hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brian Thomas, 43 yards. And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
35-yard line.
Ready. Jazzy Lions. Trap 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. At his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gibbs will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And it's gain of 21 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set, ready, set.
They're going to look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyle Pitts, 50 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
70 Ravens.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Will Jackson.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This guy's pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. 45, white, 52 blaster. Smash, red.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Counterplay, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Ready? Catherine, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And now look at him go. Oh, he does doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Achane. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come on,
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devon Achane with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Saints 42. Ravens 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 30-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Carson Schlesinger in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Under 10, 10. 18, run. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Shot, 17, and sight.
They'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Down, set.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Again, it's Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 7. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
The Saints will line up
looking to throw.
Conversion.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Saints 48, Ravens 14.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. This one just has not gone as they had hoped. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
6-18, Pioneer. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Bronco 80.
Guys, you're embarrassing us.
Motion.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
18, Rattler. 18, Viking. 18. 19, Lion. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down.
18 Cardinal. 18
First
Cardinal.
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 tight. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Get up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints.
So it's Raven football
line.
here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made it the first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 87 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He's going to keep this again. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This just a 24-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the one. Offense back out now for first and goal after the successful fake. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready?
Second and 4. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's